tēnei o nā whakataitai o nā karapu e ki ana ki te motu, engari motu whānui. Nā reira, e mihi ana tiki te haukāinga ki nā awa tapu o tēnei o nā takiwā kei roto i te waka o mā tātua. Nā reira, e mihi ana ki te haukāinga ko whiti mai te rā. Ki tēnei taha o te motu o te tai rāwhiti. Nā reira, e mihi ana kia tata katoa e mātakitaki ana mai me te mihi ki nā kai tautoko o tēnei whakataitai. I roto i tēnei haura ka whakamārama ko wai. Engari, tēnei te kēmu tuatahi o te rā, rua te kauma rua te wera o te rā i tēnei wā o te ata, iwa karaka o te ata. Nā reira, kore roa ka timata tētai rauna o nā wahine. I te whānau, welcome to Whakatane Touch. Arguably the best club touch tournament on the globe, and it's a beautiful day here in Whakatane. Mā tātua waka, 22 degrees, the field is primed and the scene is set. On my side, I'm Reece Allen in the commentary team for this game, and I'm joined with the newly named New Zealand Open Women's coach, Matua Shane Edwards. Matua Shane, welcome to the commentary team, and I'm looking forward to hearing your call around this women's game.
Tēnā koe, Reece. E te iwi tēnā hoki no tātou anei nō rā te mihi rere kauana ki a tātou. I raro anō i te maru o mā tātua waka, i raro anō i te maru o Ngāti Awa, me te tūpuna awa nui ārangi anei nō rā te mihi atu kia koutou katoa. Reece, excited to be here today. Over 70 teams playing at Whakatane this year, and it is hot, hot, hot. And we've got two awesome teams from the south of Auckland, and we have freezing hot playing Huskies. So this will be a local derby with the players knowing each other really, really well. They've moved the field this year. We've got one field in front of the grandstand running from east to west. So it's looking exciting today. Reece, any insights to either of these two teams this morning, my friend?
Yeah, Savannah coming out of the freezing hot side, she'll be the hot hand. For those that don't know the players and their names, by the looks of it, she's going to be wearing a blue hat. She's out there doing the toss at the moment. So there's a couple of players to watch, and no doubt, Shane, you'll have a little bit more insight into this one. But out of the freezing hot side, yeah, she'll be the hot hand this morning.
Yeah, definitely, Reece. She's got a lot of experience, a lot of test caps under her belt. Coming back from an injury a couple of years ago, but looking really good. About 4 players out of these two teams, Reece, heading to homegrown next week, vying for a position in the Touch Blacks team to head to Australia for the Asia Pacific Cup. So plenty to play for here at Whakatane today. Reece, we've got a number of sponsors we want to start by thanking, because we can't do this event without sponsors. First and foremost, though, we want to thank Rod Walker, Maggie Walker, and all the team behind those two, the Whakatane Touch Association, and all of the people that put this event together for us. We're really grateful to the Lion Foundation, One Foundation, Whakatane District Council, Ake Chartered Accountants, Underwood and Wilkins, and we thank all people for tuning in today as we hear the hooter calling the two teams to the field.
Yeah, and as you can see on your screen, whānau, this first game, freezing hot, Open Women's versus Huskies. As Shane has just mentioned, out of the southern part of Auckland. Stay tuned, whānau, because after this game, there's 2 massive Open men's games. Or one in particular, Loaded versus As One, the locals out of Tauranga versus Loaded out of Auckland. And then you got Pearl Jam Women's versus Playing Up. It's going to be a sensational start to our live stream.
Okay, whānau, we have the referees. We've got a triple today for our referees as both teams take the field now. Already hot conditions down here, whānau. I'm picking a fast and furious start by freezing hot. As you said, we're going to have Savannah on the ball a fair bit. She'll be looking to kind of manipulate space as she does, as we have the tap off. And going from our left to right, we have freezing hot taking the ball down. They come across to a 32. Savannah on ball now, going long.
Yeah, taking the short side there, looking to open up the 32 platform here. Looking to set, potential sweeper on the back door. Fakes the sweep, goes for the inside, little short ball to the link, and the ball looks down. Beautiful little set play there by Freezing Hot. One straight out of the coaching manual by the Adams whānau. I can see over there with Brian Adams working the sub box for the Freezing Hot Women's.
Yeah, really well set up on that play there. They set for a nice 33 platform, brought the sweep around, come back the short side, run at the link, make a decision. And as we said, Savannah's hot today.
Yeah, perfect. And we called it right from the start. Huskies will look to maintain the ball here as they tap off coming into the 40-metre line. in these early stages of these games, ball position and completions is critical. You can't make too many mistakes. And as we see, just as I'm saying, Huskies has unfortunately just been off the mark there, giving away a penalty, letting Freezing Hot on the first defensive step off the hook.
Definitely, Reece, you've got to hold all sets of 6 in conditions like this. They're 25-minute halves, usually going one way, so every possession is important in a short game. But as we see, they've got their tails up now, have Freezing Hot driving forward. Savannah back on ball. Here we go for 33 strike dump. In comes the scooper, run steps. And we've got a touch on the 7. It'll be a handover there. Huskies will look to sub.
Yeah, better defence there from Huskies. But once again, just as I said before, Shane, ball security and completing your sets, and they dropped that one on the first set. The coaching box will be looking to tidy that up. Here comes Freezing.
Yeah, Kaya Hillman, she'll be disappointed with that play. She's come from Brisbane, plays over in Australia there and has joined Huskies for this event. She'll be at the homegrown series as well next week. Savannah again organising. Looks like she's got a sweep up. Comes back, goes short slide over the top.
Yeah, looked like the winger played it that one a wee bit there. So Huskies are off the hook a wee bit. As we know, wingers try to play the man, not the ball, but here they go, Huskies driving towards the sub box. Sub is coming on. They're just looking to complete the set and tidy up their exit here.
Huskies driving down the field. Now they're on 4. They're just going to get over halfway here. Great defence by Freezing Hot, pinning the opposition, pinning Huskies. They didn't get coast to coast. They'll look to drive it off. They take a middle drive now.
Yeah, really tidy defensive set there, pressing every touch there, Freezing Hot. They look really, really strong. They look fit and they look fast, and they look like they're up for this one first up in the morning.
Yeah, Brian and the Adams family coaching the side will be wanting to make sure people are strong at the ruck. As we see there, getting dominated at the ruck, resulting in a turnover, a little bit of stepping past the ball and having to come back, stopping the flow. So I'm sure the coaches will be wanting a bit more flow through the middle field.
Yeah, that last attack, yardage set by Huskies, although they didn't get much field position, they completed the set. They're looking like they're starting to warm into their work a wee bit here. They'll be looking for a strike off the last. There's last touch now.
As you called it, Reece.
Yep.
Goes for the strike done, draws the penalty.
Yeah, perfect. They had a little bit more speed on the ball, but I do go back to that last set. They only made it over halfway, but I think it just settled the nerves a wee bit, and they're starting to work their way into this game.
Definitely completing your sets of 6 builds your confidence. They're going to get a repeat set here, and they're in the end they want to be.
There's that ball security again, Shane. Just maybe, although early on in the set, looking to maybe have a little bit of a crack on that quickie play. Yeah, they've turned that one over, and now Freezing just going to their work. I love the way that Freezing women's are trying to go through the middle of the field for the first couple and then bring it to the box. It's a positive sign from them.
Both teams will be wanting to pick up their core skill areas, just that catch, pass, ruck, those 3 core skills. A few errors coming in around the roll ball and the play the ball, which will be frustrating both teams as they can't get field position. As we see Huskies taking it down towards the attacking third of Freezing Hot. Kaya's on ball now, comes in, gets a quickie platform. Good D on the line. Roll ball 33 here. They'll pull it out. Sweet play. Nice quick play. There's that core skill error. Probably needs to call for the ball as she's coming round. Really good communication is important when we come on those sweeps. That's a mismatch, communicator versus non-communicator. So we kind of want to see a strong voice. But we've got another error at the ruck. Both teams will be disappointed in this area of their game.
Oh, look, Shane, we're early on in the game, and Huskies at the moment have made 5 unforced errors. It's Freezing, although they're looking pretty good. They've made 3 as well, so it'll definitely be the chat in the box. Here they come now, another wee crossover. Looking to open up the field a wee bit. Here to the 32 platform. Splits in field. Looks for the long to the link. Oh, it was a nice wee play, but the referees called them for a forward pass from the ruck, from what it looks.
Yeah, typical Australian play from Kaya. She steps forward off the ruck, which is good play, but her dummy half didn't step forward with her, and that made the pass forward. For all our coaches out there trying to make sure that we get our dump as a step forward and our dummy half to step forward with her to deliver the ball so that there's no forward pass and you're running at a retreating defender. As we see, here comes Freezing Hot trying to come down the field now. Some good ball movement. Nice strong touch at the ruck and wins the error. Good ruck domination there. Huskies will be happy with that.
Yeah, there's a bit of a level up now at the moment with the errors. It's five errors from Huskies and 4 for Freezing Hot. This, although the scoreline is still pretty tight, it's starting to level out this game. Huskies will look to get to the middle of the field. They've really been liking that 32 platform from what I see from Huskies, and there's another unforced error. Referees are being really strict on that this morning, first up.
Yeah, these errors are coach killers. Like you said, both teams are total errors in the game. Around that ruck is nearly 10. That's a high error rate, so coaches will be wanting to fix that up in the box.
Yeah, and unfortunately, as we know in Whakatane whānau, it's only one half, 25 minutes, and the coaches don't get an opportunity really to stop the team and take a breather and really reset. So it's got to be on the run. This is where you're really tested as a coaching at Whakatane.
This is a Pool A game, whānau. The other teams joining Huskies and joining Freezing Hot in this pool include Playing Up, Pearl Jam and Full Circle. So a really tough pool, this Pool A. And both these teams will be wanting to start with a win to get off on a good foot, because she gets pretty tough after this first game, Reese.
Yeah, this is the pool of death really, across all pools from what I can see. It's going to be a battle of the fittest, the strongest and the fastest, and who doesn't make, I was just going to say, who doesn't make the most amount of errors coming out of their own line. And unfortunately there's Husky again. So Freezing will really look to dominate here and strike again and take a lead.
I think if you're a coach, you're asking them to slow down at the ruck, control the ball, complete sets of 6, and just holding on to that ball is probably the biggest thing at the moment, so both teams can settle a little bit better. He's got Savannah again. Draws. Beautiful chop line. What's the ref called? Called 5th and final.
Ooh, that looked pretty good to me, Shane.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Husky, Freezing Hot are arguing too much, so they must be okay with it. They've got good discipline. Last, got a fake late. Goes long. Back we come to the centre, and they'll leave it in their box side and make Huskies take it all the way across the field.
Good last touch defence there by Huskies. They're just really struggling at the moment to complete those first couple of touches. Once they get it towards the sub-box, they're actually okay, but a little bit of jitters early on this beautiful Saturday morning for Huskies at the moment. And here they go. Here goes Savannah again. She's looking to split open side, looking to create a collapse. Great defence.
Yeah, her spatial awareness is next level at the moment in this game, and she's standing out. She's got good ball skills right and left. She's pulling players to her. She's got her head up, so she's got good vision and then great decision.
Yeah, I know we're not having any replays here, whānau, but that was really, I thought there was quite good defence on her in the middle of the field. It was just the winger collapsed a little bit on her, on the defensive line. So it's just not blaming one person. It's a bit of a unit. As we know, you've got defenders of 6, but there we go, Freezing Hot, strike again.
Yeah, as soon as she stepped back short side, we probably needed to shift in our channel so that we were man on. The winger kind of got flat-footed, stayed there, and the ball went over the top. And the pace of the ball is always faster than the pace of a human being. Now we've got another error, Reese, at the ruck, a no touch.
Fundamentals, Shane, and I know that you're a stickler for them, and it's the most important part of the game. Yep, there's some flashy stuff in our game, and you need some athleticism, but if you don't have the fundamental set, you can see what happens now with Freezing Hot looking for a snake down the sideline, making good 10-metre yards, getting it to halfway. These
errors are hurting both teams, Reese. You're pulling your hair out, and I've got none to pull out. As we see, here come Freezing Hot driving. We've got a scoop open side. She's through the 3-3, looking for a player to release. Did she make the touch? What's the referee going to say? Our referee Pearl has called the touch.
Yeah, great saving touch there. It was a scoop off the last, and then the toucher pulled the corner, and then the open side went into man on, which opened the gate for the scoop through. Showed real speed there from the Freezing Hot player, as Huskies are looking to check off. And this is what happens. You get a little bit of fatigue. It's nice and warm here, whānau, and they're really struggling to exit. So the coaching staff, I can see the bro over there trying to reiterate how important it is to get off their own line, but it's a lot easier from the sub-box than being out there with this Freezing Hot. They're running fast. They just look like they're a half yard a little bit quicker at the moment, Freezing.
Yeah, their energy's up, and Savannah's back on, causing a few problems. Here she is at middle again. She's called a sweep around. Good organisation by her. Gives to the sweeper. Nice. Well done. Would have been great if she'd just held in her pocket a little bit. We could have got a phase ball off that because the hole collapsed pretty early. Got a late cut.
Yeah, good defence. That was a better defence from Huskies there. They just need to get these first couple of touches under their belt here. Focus has to be at a premium here. Checking off to the wing. That's touch 2. Middle drives again. That's a good drive, good footwork. Just backed off for 3. Here comes 4.
There's a better set by Huskies, Reese. They're coming on at power. Takes that ball in with great skills. We've got a scoop on the 33 platform, and we're away running. Ref's called her on. Great diving touch there, but that was a great set by Huskies. Now their job will be to pin them in and not let Freezing Hot off.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, they just need to get those first 2 touches off the line under their belt, and then they actually move quite well through their orange zone. So it's just a matter of completing. There's Alabusi there, Timor, out of the Canterbury. She's actually from the O3, but living in the Auckland at the moment. But she's a really strong link player as well there for Huskies. Hopefully she can get on the ball. And here comes Freezing Hot again on last touch, scoop. Take the short side, step back into the open side, getting through to the in goal, looking for an open player. Hits the winger. Beautiful scoop off the back of the yards. It came back to the completion of the set.
Yeah, Huskies will be disappointed with that 3-3 middle defence. She came back towards the Freezing Hot box, and they tried to man that at middle. Probably the far middle would have been better to collapse on that, force a pass. She's dummy half. She can't score, so you're better to go at that, especially from that far out, Reese.
Yeah, Brian Adams, obviously he was when he was playing for the New Zealand Open Men's, he was a very strong middle. He won't like that, but he'll understand the importance of set completion, and that's one thing Freezing have done. They've won the mistake battle, as Huskies will look to fight back here.
Going into this bow play, back with the sweeper, bow sweep, Kaya on the, and looks long ball, draws the winger in. Well done, Kaya Hillman. Good experience in Australia. She's playing well over there. She's been here for PTL, and she's got a nice right to left long ball, and yeah, came around beautifully on that.
I really like the way that she looked like she was going to be the positive attacker and maybe get a dive, being live, and then bomb the winger straight away. Caught the Freezing winger out a little bit, and as you said before, the ball will beat the man the majority of the time. Great play by Huskies, 3-1.
Just that long ball. Probably what we're seeing is when the ball comes around to that short side, the wingers aren't releasing in their channel, and they're too close in, and the ball's going over the top of them and beating them every time. So kind of want to move in your channel as a winger when the ball comes to your short side, Reese.
Yeah, and communication as well. You're bang on there. Didn't look like the winger was released from her insides, which made it a lot easier for that instant long ball. And here comes Freezing Hot, looking to get into the in goal once again with a little wee check back. What's the referee going to call?
I think she got it down.
Yeah.
Referee agrees. Well done. Again, coming short side, running at the link, making the link make a decision, and then the middle, not sure if the link's going to make it or she has to chase hard. But it was short side mirror, had to go man to man. She's dummy half, she can't score. Screaming, stay out, stay out, stay out, always helps, Reese.
Yeah, and the defensive set where they stopped Freezing a couple of sets beforehand, you could hear the on-field chat. And that one there didn't hear much communication between the players at all. So Freezing Hot, they got plenty of attack, and you can't give them the halfway. You score a try, you've got to defend that next set to solidify that point.
Freezing go up 4-1 at the 14-minute mark, Whānau.
Here come Huskies again, drawing up the 2 middles there, but Link trying to help out. They'll be looking to strike back here.
This is a long way out, this one, Reese.
Maybe looking for a phase play.
Yep.
Scooping short side. Yeah, good
defense on the short side, mirrored up. Nice square shoulders. As we see Freezing Hot bringing it off now. Legs are starting to go now.
Good work from the winger there. Dummy the check, bought herself another couple of yards so she can get the dummy half. That one looks like a bit of a bobble. Yep, referee. Good sideline refereeing from there. The on-field was watching the defensive line. Sideline official picked up a little bobble at the ruck. There's another mistake to Freezing Hot, but they've got a really handy lead here at the 15-minute mark, 4-1.
Yeah, with this heat, I'm not seeing any of that grip spray in the Freezing Hot box. We might need to send Brian down to Rebel Sport straight after this to get some grip spray.
Yep, fully sponsored as he is by Nike and Rebel Sport as Brian Adams.
The beauty of that grip spray, if he gets really, really frustrated, Reese, he can put some on his lips so that he doesn't get in trouble with the ref. Good long ball, but no, they've ruled that forward. But again, we've got that winger collapsing.
Yeah, I think they've really identified maybe from the coaching staff in the sub box. That's twice now down this left-hand edge on your screen. It'll be the left of your screen where the winger's been caught in a little bit of no man's land. I'm not hearing too much communication on either of these defensive sevens at the moment, Shane.
No, and especially as they come right to left, knowing that 89% of the world's population is right-handed, that right-hand side is going to have to be kind of really strongly defended. You don't want to be caught too far in when they're thrown with their right strong hand.
Yeah, correct, and they are subbing the wingers on
they're
the
through
side.
Again. They've gone middle again. And that's ball down.
Oh, really tidy work. They're really attacking the middle of the field, which is opening up the outsides from Huskies. And because the communication is just a little bit down, once there's a breach in the middle of the field, the outsides are opening up. It's a sign of ability, but also identification from the coaching staff. Great work.
Yeah, sometimes you get really disappointed. You think you've scored at one end, you switch off for a minute, and then you find yourself on the other end, not focused, and a try goes in. Huskies will be looking to come back from that now as we see 5-1 to Freezing Hot. Manipulating the space really well between the two defenders there as they go across to far middle.
Yep, looking to set something up here in the middle of the field again. Maybe looking for a peel. Yep, it's a little bit slow motion there.
There's a lot of pointing going on, Reese, but
didn't get the picture she wanted, so now she's looking for someone to drive. Scoops the corner, takes the short side into a little short ball. Timor had come back. Oh, that was an interesting play. Fifth touch there, didn't score. Great defense. Looking to get one off the back of the last. And great defense, and I could hear the communication from that far side over there. The girls talking to each other, who they had. They went into man and picked it up nice and easy. And again, I think it's just that early morning jitters from both sides here, but the error rate is definitely double from Huskies as Freezing, and as you can see on the scoreboard, that's the telling factor, 5-1.
Player will be disappointed with that, picking the ball up at dummy half to pass him and fumbling that ball.
Quickly on the short side. Good defense, play through.
Yeah, the touch by that link there, she didn't profile her corner. She got turned inside out, and it meant that the middle defender wasn't sure whether she was on or not. Caused some problems there.
Great to see referees with the play-through call. And on that, if there's another defender that is onside, Shane, as we know, and they're in a touching position, sometimes they just have to give the penalty, but that was a clear play-through, ball down. Yeah. Huskies strike back.
As we know, Reese, we really love it when the referees play the full advantage. They play the play-through, and if then another touch is made, they can always bring it back.
One of the things when I'm coaching, Shane, is always asking the referees before a game, are you going to play through or are you going to blow the penalties, which is a good thing for coaching to get you. And there it is, just a sweep into a step back short. Too loose on the inside there on defence from the Huskies. And Freezing Hot kick away again from the tap-off from halfway with a nice simple play. A classic play in touch, 6-2 lead with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, Savannah's been throwing long up till this point. This time she doesn't give it, and she's playing a ground game. So really asking a lot of questions of Huskies. Is she going to throw? Is she going to take the ball herself? Putting the defence kind of in a little bit of state of confusion.
Yeah, and as you said, you know, when she was throwing long, passing the ball long and early on in the stanza, she probably had a method to her strategy, knowing that it would loosen up on the inside to give herself an opportunity. Huskies here, looking to go off the platform from this side, goes out to the right. Great dive in the corner. Referees given play through.
Great vision by that Huskies player. She got the ball quick, saw the winger had come in on the short side over the top. Great vision by Huskies, and they pull one back, and it's 6-3.
Beautiful pass off the left hand. Great work there from Huskies, and as you said, they'll strike back, and just like that, Whānau 6-3 with a pretty heavy mistake rate. So if they could tidy that up in the rest of the games in their pool play, they're a threat.
Absolutely. As we head into minute number 19, Whānau, of this exciting game, we've got 6-3 as we see Freezing Hot bringing it down through the field, hot on attack.
Yeah, looking to work the middle again here. Link coming wide. Quickie play, didn't get the picture she wanted. Looking to get the right defender to pull the defenders apart. Yeah, penalty there. Rolling into the 7.
Really clever play, asking the question of the referee, are they rolling, and draws the penalty with some good communication to her referee. Got a quickie there. Inside, outside. Ref says touched.
Huskies defence have just got to be a wee bit careful there that they don't go into man on straight off the corner, and they can get done there on the outside on the step. Looks like they want to play corner shutdown defence. Here they go again. Check back in, sweep up.
Lucky again.
Much better defence. The short side defender didn't panic. The link in the wing, they went into man on, and that winger, even though it was a drop ball, looked like she had it all under control. That was much better.
Nice, wider in her channel. She was always going to make that touch if the ball connected.
Yeah, Huskies, they're really good through the orange zone here. You know, once they get going, they look really sharp. They got good foot speed. Last touch, looking to scoop the corner. Check back in.
Really.
That's play on.
Play on.
Play on. That's great. Run, catch, pass from the link there. Hits the winger again. She goes in. And all of a sudden, Shane, 6-4 with 4 minutes to play. This one isn't over.
It's anyone's game from here. Again, Kaya Hillman having an impact there. It was her quick release. She gave that ball early and knew that she had the numbers.
Yeah, freezing hot, even though they've just let us a try, and they're really, really good with some set plays from halfway here. As the 3 drags for 2. 2 back to 3 with a drive. Fakes, goes back to the link channel for 2 touches. Getting it back to the middle of the field. They'll be looking to set up a play here. No sweeper coming. Just got the 7-metre line now. Checking to the middle. Looks like it's going to be a 3-3 scoop here.
Up comes their left middle.
Splits to the left. Here comes the dingo play.
Dingo play. Ref says she's happy with that. 5th and final. That link came in. Opportunity to pop the ball up on the outside perhaps. We go to 5th and final. What's their last play?
Scoop short side, looking for the late cut. Good defence there.
Oh,
and I've just let her through. No, touch there. Great touch.
Very fortunate. Way to hit the hole.
Shane, as you know, you would have seen many a last touch brain explosions in your time. It's where people seem to panic so much, but well recovered there from an early defensive mistake. And here they come, Huskies through the orange zone again.
Yeah. That 5th and final can be a real coach killer, Reese. Yeah. You've got to have a play. You've got to have a system for defending the 5th and final touch, because it becomes a free ball and it can become really dangerous if one person clocks off early. And some crazy tries have been scored on the 5th and final.
Yeah, and they can be, like you said before, the saying is coach killers. You do such hard work, and Huskies, unfortunately, they didn't get much yardage on that last set. Turnover, and it's like a tap-off play here for Freezing. And here they come. Here comes Savanji. She's got good foot speed.
Good energy. Coming on late, trying to lead her team.
Yeah, looking for a 3-3 play here. Links have spread wide.
2 minutes to go. This is important. Looking long. Got it.
Oh, yes. As you said before, it would have been good if the player had stopped into the pocket off the step back. And they didn't. And then remedied right there. A little bit deeper. Flew past the shutter. And then it went into a 3-on-2. And then it's an easy dummy for the winger. The winger had to hold, and our link scores there. Good recognition from a play earlier that hadn't worked. They found the remedy, and there they put it into play. Great coaching.
It's going to be hard to come back now at 7-4. It would have been great to see that defender to get another step forward into that channel to cut that pass off. If she could have just got a little bit higher, I think she would have eliminated that threat.
Yeah, 100%. Here comes Huskies.
She's through. No. Looking to pull an offside penalty or a play through. Unsuccessful that time. Got a minute to go. 7-4 Freezing. They'll just want to box off, get down the other end, save their legs for the next game.
Yeah, that's right. It's a long, long day here, Whānau. The Open Men's Final isn't until 6 tonight. It's a one-day tournament, 25-minute halves, and it's hot. So it's going to be a very long day. There won't be too many people walking around socialising. They'll be under the tent. It's freezing hot. I really love the way that they latch on and they get to the middle of the field for a middle strike. As the dummy half comes in, scoops the inside. Both middles separated into the in goal, looking for a free player, hits the winger, and that's...
I think that's down, Reese. I think that's down.
Yeah, yes, right on the hooter. Great finish there. Defensive lapse again in the middle of the field from Huskies is allowed to scoop right through the middle, right in front of the camera. That's going to be a great end on view of that scoop. And freezing hot, and the David... and the Whānau all the way out of South Auckland, the freezing hot team, the Adams Whānau, get their day kicked off 1-1 from the start. Shane, it's been a pleasure to commentate with you. 8-4 to freezing hot. Any last comments?
Yeah, really good to see these women get our tournament off with such a high-quality game. Lots of try scoring. Things for both teams to work on. I'm sure they'll go away, get under a bit of shade, and talk about their next game. As you know, Whakatane is a long day and a long tournament. Anything can happen in this tournament, and nothing's ever guaranteed. So looking forward to seeing how these two teams progress through the day. Reese, you look after yourself on the day. It's pretty hot out there. Make sure you get plenty of watermelon and ice cream, mate.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And thanks a lot to our sponsors as well, and we'll be pumping you up all day long. Had a beautiful breakfast down at Cafe Awa this morning. So we're ready to go. Had the eggs on board, and I'm just going to pop over to an open men's, and I'll see you at our next call. Thanks a lot, Matoshi.
All the best. Thank you. Stay tuned, whānau. We're going to take you to our next game very shortly. Take a break now, get some more toast, get a cup of tea, and we'll see you back shortly.